Namaskar. Welcome to the lesson number 6 under the chapter Analysis Methodology. In this lesson number 6, I'm going to explain you how to study a planet's complete significations. The basic method of analysis I'm going to brief you in this lesson. A planet's total significations has to be studied by level to level study. How to be studied? Basic method of analysis I will explain in this lesson. Planet. We know that planet will have the rulers. Planet is in the star of a planet. That star lord is in the star of another planet. That is called the star lord or the star lord. And planet is in the sublord of another planet. That is called the sublord. And that sublord is another star of a planet. That is called the star lord or the sublord. So in EPS, normally planets are studied by these 5 levels: planet and star lord of the star lord, sublord and star lord of the sublord. Out of them, apart from them, if 1, 2, 3 levels, they are primary levels. First level, second level, third level. Planet, star lord, sublord, they're the primary levels. If these level rulers are same, it means more than one planet is ruling these 3 rulers. Suppose planet can be star lord and star lord can be sublord, or planet and sublord is the same. So out of 3 rulers, same planet is ruling minimum of 2, then we can also take into consideration the sub-sublord of the particular planet. The sub-sublord, because we are talking about only of the sublord, then we can also look at the sub-sublord signification as a supportive level. That we have to keep it in mind. Okay, now, when we are going to study, the planet is the source. Analysis has to be started from the planet, which is the source. Check if the planet is having favorable or unfavorable houses for an event. We have to check the planet's significations. That planet is in the nakshatra of a planet, so that is effect. These planets' significations are going to experience the star lord's significations. So check the star lord is supporting to the favorable or unfavorable houses of the planet. So that way, whether the planet's significations are further supported by the star lord or not. In that effect, that star lord significations can be further increased or decreased by the star lord or the star lord. It means planet will experience the star lord significations. The star lord will increase or decrease the strength of the planet. Now that star lord is in the star of another planet, the star lord of the star lord can increase or decrease the strength of the star lord. This is secondary level only, but still, suppose the planet is favorable, star lord is unfavorable. It means favorable strength of the star lord will get reduced because of the unfavorable star lord of the star lord. Suppose star lord of the star lord is also favorable, the favorable strength of the star lord will get increased. I hope you have understood. So what we have to do, we have to check the source planet, favorable or unfavorable, and check the effect, that is star lord, and combinedly we have to study star lord of the star lord. What is the significations overall star lord is getting, that is being experienced by the planet. So check the star lord of the star lord is increasing or decreasing the strength of the star lord. Next comes the result. Source is getting the effect from the star lord and its star lord of the star lord. Next is the result giving planet, that is sublord. Sublord also in the star of another planet. So now the sublord significations, what it is signifying, whether it is favorable or unfavorable, based on that, the planet and starlord's combined source and effect are going to be further increased or decreased by the sublord. The for planet is good, starlord is also good, but sublord is not favorable or it is unfavorable. The result is going to be unfavorable. Planet and starlord are unfavorable, result only favorable means does not mean that just because of the result that planet will become favorable. No. Source and effect are having unfavorable grouping. Result only is going to be favorable. That is going to be, it will give some sort of, result on the favorable side, but not a very good result because planet and starlord are already unfavorable. That way, we are to study a planet, starlord, and sublord. That level wise study we have to study. Now, as I said, sublord strength also can be increased or decreased by the starlord or the sublord. I think you have understood. So now I'm talking about the self-signification of the all the rulers only. Now, as you know that apart from the self, each planets are getting the support from the support planets, right? Suppose support planets also we have to take into consideration for each planet. It means that source planet is having Rashi Lord conjunct planet, aspected by planet, or indirect connected planet. What those planets can be favorable key planets or unfavorable key planets or mixed key planet. So out of them, if the planets are giving some support to this planet's favorable strength or unfavorable strength can be further increased or decreased by the support planets, that you are aware. So that way, individual planets self-signification strength on their self-significations we have to study. Then what is the impact of the support planets at each level has to be studied. And if those support planets are also forming rulers link, it means a planet in its support that is also playing role the other level planet, that the other ruler, it means that impact of the support planets will be significant. That is called rulers link that we discussed already. So while studying level to level, we have to check the impact of the support planets and the rulers link planet together at each level. So I hope you have understood. We have to study this, then we have to look at the supports and rulers link impact also. These are the basic steps, basic method of analysis in level to level study for studying a planet's total significations for a particular event. According to the event, the houses, each planet favorable and unfavorable houses will differ. Their impact at the star level will differ. Their result will be differ because the houses for each event also will differ. So, but the method of analysis is going to be the same. I hope you would have understood the basic method of analysis. Now, let me tell you some basic rules in studying a planet's strength with its star lord. When I was explaining about the basic method of analysis, planet will get some impact from the star lord, and the star lord will get some support or not from the star lord or the star lord, and sublord also a planet, so sublord planet also will get some support from the star lord or the sublord. So there will be always combined impact of a planet and its nakshatra lord. So before we are going to discuss about the important steps involved in studying the total self-signification of a planet, as we discussed in the basic method, I will be explaining in detail in stepwise. I will be explaining the next lesson. Prior to that, these basic rules in studying the planet and its star lord combination will be useful. What are they? You can see planet and its nakshatra lords combined study. A planet's favorable strength will be increased by the favorable key planet in its support planets. Suppose a planet is favorable. Its favorable strength can be increased by two planets. I mean, by two ways. One is by the support planets. The planet is having good support planets, favorable key planets in its supports. If it is having that favorable key planets will increase the strength of the particular planet. So the favorable key planet strength will be increased by other favorable key planet in supports. If it is also forming ruler link, that will further support. And second one is that favorable planet's strength can be increased by the favorable star lord. So a planet's strength can be increased by the support planets and its star lord. I hope you have understood. Now the favorable strength planet can be decreased by the unfavorable key planet in its supports and also unfavorable star lord. Planet is favorable, star lord is unfavorable, so that planet's favorable strength is going to be reduced based on the signification. That impact level will vary, right? Suppose the planet, if it is a free planet, it is having some self potential, automatically that that support, that strength of that favorable planet will be strong. That you have to keep it in mind. Next one is that, like favorable strength, the unfavorable strength of a planet will be increased by unfavorable key planet in supports and unfavorable star lord. Similarly, unfavorable strength will be reduced by favorable key planet in its supports and favorable star lord. Planet is unfavorable, star lord is favorable, means unfavorable strength will be reduced by the favorable star lord. I hope you would have understood. Suppose a planet is a mixed planet with both favorable and unfavorable houses. Most of the cases, each planet will have mostly mixed mixed houses only. But within that, there will be range. But I mean, for academic purpose, we'll take it as favorable, unfavorable houses. The favorable supports and the favorable star lord will increase the favorable strength. Suppose a planet is having both favorable and unfavorable. This favorable planet, this mixed planet is having good key planets, favorable key planets. That favorable key planets will support the favorable signification of the mixed planet. And that mixed planet in the nakshatra of a planet, that is favorable star lord, that mixed planet's favorable strength will be increased by the favorable star lord, and unfavorable strength of the mixed planet will be reduced by the favorable star lord. Right? Similarly, if a planet is a mixed planet with the favorable and unfavorable houses, the unfavorable supports and unfavorable star lord will increase the unfavorable strength. I hope you would have understood the logic. So only for that only I'm trying to explain. So a planet is favorable. That planet is having favorable star lord and favorable supports. That automatically that favorable strength of the particular planet will increase. Depending on the role of the grouping of houses, the impact will be varying. That you have to keep it in mind. I hope you have understood what I am teaching. So far we discussed about the basic method of analysis and some basic rules in studying a planet and its star lords combined study. So as I said, in the next lesson, I will be explaining you about the steps involved, step by step, how to study a planet and what are the conditions, what are the rules we have to follow. Everything will be discussed in the coming lessons. I hope you would have understood. We will meet in the next lesson. Thank you.